See this pile of old barnwood? That is a bathroom vanity. Oh yeah, I can see it. Can you? Hey everybody, it's Sharon here, and today we are going to work on an upstairs bathroom. It's a total rehab, but today I'm just going to show you how I'm building the base for a beautiful vanity, which it desperately needed. So once I got it cleaned out, I had a better visual. I've built several different vanities, and they're all custom made to fit in those spaces. And I definitely needed to do that with this one. So what I usually do is come up with an idea, kind of visualize it, and then I head out to my piles of barnwood. So I drew up a basic design and started in on gathering the wood. And once I picked out the pieces, I started cleaning them as usual. I mean, these are in barns, you guys. We got to clean them. So I find the best thing to use is that outdoor cleaner. It works for deck boards, but it really works for getting rid of mold and mildew and any other kind of stuff that's in them from the barn. This was in the summer, good time to do the pressure washing so I could do the build this winter. So after that, I got them cleaned up and they look gorgeous. Different colors. I could see the wood grain and the saw marks on them. Just gorgeous. So one of the things that I had was a gate from a barn that we took down. I remembered I had this gate that I've been saving. It's about 8 feet tall. One of those barns that we took down. But I'm going to use that for the bottom. It's all oak. That sliding hinge. That is some coolness right there. All right, I'm done with the 80, 120, and 220, and then I did some hand sanding in between. And the next thing I'm going to use is called a restorer. I bought this after watching somebody on YouTube using it, and it has a wire bristle, and what it does is it helps clean out some of these grooves in the barnwood, because I want to keep the circle cuts and all the other nice grooves. It's still going to keep it smooth and keep the marks. And there's my boss, so I better get back to work here. All right, now for the fun part. And I mean fun because I really like doing this part. Okay, so I'm going to use lacquer. I do not have a sprayer, which, yeah, that would be ideal. But I do have a brand new brush that I already rinsed with lacquer thinner. Put a little bit of thinner in that. It's going to be a satin, so it's not going to be really shiny, but that's the kind of finish that I like. First coat of several coats of lacquer is on, and I love it. This is gonna be cool. So I could finally see things coming true. So the next thing was to look for some posts. And this was on a pile in our shed here in Missouri, and found these gorgeous solid oak posts. All right, so I got the legs cut. And these are going to be in the middle, like a brace. They do look kind of whitish because they had so much mildew on them. I had to really, really clean them good. And then I got the apron, the front apron there. Those are for underneath, and a side apron. I'm just using some leftover 2x4s for the inside frame. It has some beautiful curves, just natural from where the bark was. So I'm going to work with that, and let's see what this first sanding does. I think I'm probably just going to do a clear coat on it, but I want to keep the colors natural. So next up was the actual install. So I had to build it in place, and I had a lot of things to work around. I was not moving the plumbing, and I was not moving the electric. So basically had to work around all of that. Did a lot of dry runs. Foam was easier to move around than the actual sink when I was framing it in. Made sure that was framed in solid, and then I started working on the base. So now I knew how big the base was going to be. So I cut it to size, saved that extra piece, got it trimmed out and slid in the bottom there, and it's looking pretty darn good. I was able to make it the exact length that I wanted, and that's why I waited with cutting that. So that was the build. Here's a sneak peek of the countertop. Yeah, that was a whole project in itself. A little bit too much to put in this video. So stay tuned, you're not gonna wanna miss that one. And then we're gonna have the whole bathroom reveal. So we'll get to see that too. Thanks for watching and hope to see you again.